What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Data Analyst with Leicester on FM22. Today, we have Salzburg in the Europa League Quarter Final, first leg. Things have been... I've stuck with the three up front, and this team makes no sense. They're just... I think they play to the level of their competition because, look at the schedule. We started off, we had that big win against Lazio, 6-0. Then we went to championship side Swansea in the FA Cup quarterfinal, and we scored 0 goals and lost 2-0. Playing the three strikers up front. I played a little bit different formation because I had 5 at the back because they played a 5-3-2 as well. So I wanted three center backs for their 2 strikers. So I thought maybe a 5-2-3 with 3 strikers would work. It was awful. We were terrible. I mean, I'm saying that we were the better team, but it was more even than it should have been. And they got the 2 goals. We were just awful in front of goal. All 3 strikers played like a 6.4 at most. I think one of them was on like a 6.2. It was one of the worst attacking performances I've ever seen. Then we played Manchester City, and we won. What is this team? We can't beat Swansea. I did have a little bit of rotation, but it's still a strong squad. Jose Perez, Jamie Vardy, and Iheanacho up top. Tielemans played. Played a couple backup center backs, Johnny Evans, James Justin, Daniel Marty, but that's because they had fast strikers that were not good in the air, so I wanted faster players, so I played them. Castagna played a right back. Danny Ward came in, and that's never going to happen again. So, yeah, Jose Perez was on a 6.2. Patson Daka came in and got a 6.5. We just couldn't do anything. They had the best center backs the world has ever seen, apparently. But Man City are nothing. Beat them 2-1. Looked really good. Played a little bit more of a counter-attacking system, and it worked really well. Played that same 4-3-3, though, that we beat Lazio with. So I think that's just our magic formation. Apparently, we need to be in a 4-3-3 to score goals. So, we're probably going to do that again today. Salzburg are going to be playing a 4-4-2 diamond. And seeing this, I would want to go to the 5-2-3 because I have 3 center backs for their 2 strikers, 3 strikers for their 2 center backs, and I got 2 central midfielders that can kind of deal a little bit with their midfield. They'd be better through the midfield than us, but I just think our overloads in defense and attack would give us something. And I'm not going to do that because we were terrible. We lost to Swansea trying to play that. So why would I play it again? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to go with the 4-1-2-2 or 4-1-2-3 even. Defense midfielder to kind of get a little bit better in the center midfield. We shouldn't be struggling that much in the center midfield with those 3 central midfielders. We only have 2 center backs for their 2 strikers, but I mean, hopefully it's just a quality thing. Unfortunately, we're without Wesley Fofana because he got injured for like a month. So that really sucks because I could really use him for this match. Sesko is fast and tall. Adeyemi's just ridiculously fast. And we don't have 2 fast center backs. Soyuncu is the only one. The other ones are Johnny Evans, Daniel Marty, who's not even that fast, like 12'11". Maybe I have to play James Justin as center back, even though he's like 6 foot tall and is not good defensively. But he can actually keep up with Adeyemi a little bit, I think. Because I think I need Soyuncu to deal with Sesko, just because he's if I put James Justin on Sesko, he's going to get absolutely dominated physically. So I think I need Soyuncu to deal with Sesko. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Same thing we played last match. Might do a couple changes on the roles, but it's going to be this 4-3-3. I'm going to keep the striker roles, I think. So I'm going to keep going with Iheanacho, Daka, and Vardy, because I don't really have much of a choice. Because Perez came in and was one of the worst players I've ever seen. Where's their playmaker? Actually, they don't have a playmaker, do they? Pretty sure they didn't actually have a playmaker. Mazzala, ball winner, defensive midfielder, shadow striker. I'm not going to try a playmaker in the midfield, though. I think I'm going to go with box-to-box and Mazzala. I think if I played a midfielder or a playmaker here, he'd just be swamped. There'd be, a defensive midfielder and 2 central midfielders that can all kind of deal with him. I feel like we're not going to win by creating from the midfield. It's going to be just lumping it long to our 3 strikers or getting it in their feet and having them run at the defense. It's box-to-box. Actually, this is not going to be a deep-line playmaker. This is going to be some sort of defensive midfielder. Maybe ball midfielder on defend with Ndidi there. He says he needs a rest, but we got 5 days. He should be fine. Box-to-box can be Sumare, and the Mazzala will be James Madison probably. Tielemans has been terrible, 6.62. He's never played well. He's had a couple decent games, but he's never consistently played well. I don't know if he has two games above a 6.8 in a row all season long. He's got no consistency. Pereira at right back, Thomas at left back. Which side is Sesko on? He's on the right, right? Correct. He is on the right. So I'm going to go with Soyuncu on the left. And I think I'm going to go with James Justin. Only a 2-star center back as a ball-playing defender. He's only 6 foot tall. But he's pretty quick, 15-15. Defensively, 12 heading, 13 marking, 12 tackling. Not good, but if I compare him to our other center back options we have, it's just the pace is not even close. Yannick Vestergaard, 7'7", not doing that. Johnny Evans, 9'11", not doing that. Daniel Amarty, 12'11". I mean, he'd get smoked by Adeyemi. Anyways, Castagna I don't think is as good as James Justin, and he's not even as fast. I'm not going to play Ryan Bertrand at center back, so I think it's going to be James Justin. That's going to mean Kasper Schmeichel. He should be coming back from the injury. Yeah, I had to play Danny Ward because of the Kasper Schmeichel injury, and he actually did well against Man City. Only allowed 1 goal, so that was pretty good. In terms of how we play, let's look at some of their stuff. Their analyst report real quick. They're most vulnerable to a 4-2-3-1. Actually very vulnerable to a 4-2-3-1. But we have to play 3 strikers. It's worked in 2 of the 3 matches we played it. It's worked every time with this actual formation. So why don't I get all the analytics? No enough data. I don't have the league loaded, so I'm not going to be able to see their performance data. So I'm just going to have to go by the seat of my pants, I guess. I'm going to go a little bit lower tempo, see if I can control the play a little bit more. Go narrower, play shorter, try to get a lot of the possession. We don't really do that a lot, but I think we're decent at it. Do I do that against a diamond, though? I can't do that against a diamond. I'm going to go standard but I'm going to go a little bit higher tempo, standard passing. Run at defense is definitely going to be called for this one. Low crosses, I think all those are fine. I think that's good for now. Long kicks, I think I'm going to go with again, just to get it to our strikers as fast as possible. They've got a lot of players in midfield, so just don't even pass it through the midfield. Kick it over their heads. Counter press, counter. Fine with those. Might not go with the higher defensive line. We do have some fast players back there now, but they're really fast up front. So I think I'm going to go with standard. Going to keep the much higher line of engagement. Pressing, I think we can press them and get stuck in. Provincial goalkeeper. We don't have much height in our center backs. Sesko's going to win that headed duel every single time if it goes to him. But we will be James Justin should be able to beat Adeyemi. He's not very tall. I'm going to do it. See if we can take it off in the match if we need to. But in terms of force opposition, I mean, they want to go inside, so let's force them outside. They have a narrow formation. Make them use the wings. They only have 2 players on the wings. So do we. But I think I still want to force them. And I'm probably going to go positive. We should be better than the Salzburg squad. Man for man, we should be better. So I think that's the tactic I'm going to go with. Roles, I think, are all good. Maybe go attacking from our wing backs since they're not going to be able to double up on the flanks. So I think that makes sense. Yeah. 5 days to the match. Let's go. All right, lads. I expect a good result from this first leg. Go out there and give me a win. Defenders, I trust you to make the difference. Make me proud. Midfielders, I trust you to make the difference. Make me proud. Attackers, I trust you to make the difference. Make me proud tonight. Let's go. How will we look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Man City? It's all about momentum. The more we can put in these sort of performances together, the better. You seem to be happy to stick with your current approach despite recent results. What gives you the confidence these things will improve? This tactic plays well. We've done well with this tactic. We've got 2 wins out of 2 times. So I believe in these players. I believe in the work we put in. I know we can do this. James Justin seems to be playing a little different position today. Why is that? With the options I have available, with the demands Red Bull Salzburg place on us, I picked the team that I think gives us the best chance of winning. Absolutely. That is definitely my thought process. They're on 4 wins in a row, but that's in the Austrian league. So a little bit of a step up in terms of competition. We're going with our 4-3-3. See if it'll work again. It's got us 8 goals in 2 matches. So one of them against Man City, one of them in the Europa League against Lazio. So that's pretty good. The 5 at the back didn't work. Maybe this 4 at the back is just what we need to do. Maybe we're going to do this whole tactic tester kind of thing and just settle on one formation for the rest of the season. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'll make minor changes throughout, but I might stick to this kind of formation. This is what it takes. Like, the whole point of this is to get results. I wanted to, tailor the formations, tailor the instructions, tailor the play so we can get results. So I'm not going to intentionally put out something that I don't think is going to work. So I feel like I have to kind of keep up with this. I don't know, see if it works here today, but if it does, I've got a decision to make. So far, it's not. I mean, they've been doing pretty well through the midfield, but Jamie Vardy is through now. Jamie Vardy is definitely through. He's around the keeper. 29th goal of the season. Jamie Vardy. I knew we couldn't go short passing. I went standard, so we're still going to do a little bit of short passing, but I know we kind of had to forego the midfield. Like, they've got so many players in there. Just lump it over the top. Don't even worry about the midfield. Put our fast strikers in behind, and they'll do the rest of the work. That's exactly what happened right there. Let's go. Exactly to the plan. Exactly what I wanted to do. I love it. Free kick now. It's going to get headed out by Sesko. I don't think there was any player within 4 yards of that cross in the box, but Iheanacho, got to score that. Oh, it's so easy. That is a gimme chance for Kelechi Iheanacho. This formation just works. It just works. I mean, that's all I can say. We've tried playing normal formations like a 4-3-3 with wide wingers and stuff like that, but none of it has worked like this has worked. So I'm going to stick to it. We're 2-0 up now in the first 13 minutes, away from home, at Salzburg. If there were away goals, this tie could be over right now. But unfortunately, there are no away goals in Europe anymore, so we just have to try to get enough on them over the entire first leg that we can just coast home for the second. I mean, obviously it'd be perfect if I didn't even... Well, I was about to say it'd be nice if I didn't even need to come back for the second leg because we've gotten such a big win. As the ball falls kindly to Vober, he puts it easily into the back of the net, and it's 2-1. I don't think we're going to have to skip the second leg. I think it's going to be competitive. Didn't look like it to start, 2 goals after 13 minutes, but I think this is going to be competitive. I think we can do really well at home. Away is always hard, no matter freaking... I mean, it's got to be Johnny Evans. Vestergaard is too slow. Johnny Evans, I think, can deal with Sesko a little bit. Like, he can definitely outpace him, but he should be decent in the physical department. He's like, 6'1", 6'2", 13 strength is not amazing, but 15 jumping reach is good. Really good technical ability, really good mental ability. I think he's a better option than Vestergaard. Vestergaard is just far too slow. So I'm going to go with Evans to take a spot. I mean, we are now down our 2 best center backs. Soyuncu's gone, and what's his name? How am I blanking on his name? Fofana. There we go. Knew how to get it. Fofana's gone. So, not ideal, but we roll. I mean, just hope we don't face any more pacey strikers, because if we do, we might be screwed. Might have to not play a very high line. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into the halftime team talk. All right, lads, we've got a lead, but this is still not over. Do not get complacent out there. Casper, Ndidi, you weren't that bad, but I believe you can still improve. I have faith in you. Let's go. We have a highlight immediately after the start of the second half. Hopefully it's going to be ours as we head the ball into the box, but they're able to clear it. But Aaronson's going to win the ball over Soumare. Ndidi's right there, but he can't win it. They're going to go down the line to Adeyemi. This is my biggest fear. Adeyemi running at this team. He's going to put it in. Sesko, that's another fear, crosses into Sesko. So this team worries me. This Salzburg team really worries me. Adeyemi, don't know if he's onside. Looks like he might be. Pull back to Ulmer, looking for Sesko in the box, but he hits it too far. Capaldo's going to pick it up here on the right-hand side, the right back. Going to put a ball in eventually. I'm bringing it back to Kamar, who puts the ball into for Sesko. Back to Capaldo, into Aronson, and that's just the gimme goal. If he's onside, that is the easiest goal he will ever score in his entire career. Please be offside. I don't think he was, but please. 2-2. We got complacent. This is just far too easy. Like, why do 2 people Why are both Evans and Ricardo both going out to Sesko? Like, there's 3 players in the box. 2 players are closing down 1 player. Do you see the issue? And then Justin must get out of position. Then this makes no sense. So 2 players had to close down Sesko. Now 3 players have to close down whoever the Aronson and leave no one closing down Adeyemi, who's just open for the easiest tap in of his career. That is horrid defending. That is like preschool level defending. I don't know if that's just the match engine or if my players are really that dumb, but that is preschool level defending. You have middle schoolers who can do better than that. Like, they know better. You should know better. Unbelievable. It's 2-2. Bit of awful defending, and it's even. And they are in this match, 100%. We've scored 2 goals, which is better than what we have been doing, but defensively, we've been awful. Capaldo, going to put another cross in. Looking for Aronson. Heads it over. Good Lord, they are smoking us right now. They have absolutely dominated us this game. I don't understand, but they have absolutely dominated us. I have to go balanced. We can't. There's no reason to go positive because they're the better team. You don't go positive when you're the worst team. So going balanced. Adeyemi's through on goal. Terrified. That's a goal. He goes too wide. Wow, he had it. He just had too big of a touch. Took it too far, and now throw in. We have to change something. We have been absolutely dominated by an Austrian team. Adeyemi. Schmeichel, the hell are you doing there? What was that? It hit him in the chest, and it still went in. I need to see this again. I'm pretty sure that hit him in the chest. Did it go through him? It hit him like in the face, and it still went in. Get off my pitch. Who else has been awful? Oh, basically everyone. Justin has been awful. Obviously, he was the one that was most at fault for the last goal. Not this one, the one before that. There's so many goals, I have a hard time, letting you know which one I'm talking about. Ndidi. I hate Ndidi. I hate him. He's so bad. He never plays well. He's average or bad. That's all. The team can be on an average of a 9.5 and he'll be on a 6.2. All right, we got to change completely. Attacking. Higher. I'm not going to go super direct, I don't think. Go slightly for now. Not playing out of the defense. I'll still work the ball into the box. Be more expressive. Play even wider. Just going to take long kicks. Got to push up. Use the offside trap. I'm not going to use tighter marking, but I will do that. Going to berate the team at first opportunity. Berate. Even if we get a goal here, berate. You are drawing or losing to an Austrian team. You are in the Premier League. You are, 5th in the Premier League? And you're losing to an Austrian team. No offense, but offense meant. I mean offense. This team is bad. This is a bad football team. And you're losing. Unacceptable. They're on a counterattack now. Throwing men forward. Now Sesko. Johnny Evans is a freaking snail. If Saglar Suyuncu is still in this game, that goal doesn't happen. But the fact Johnny Evans is slower than Father Time himself means they score. On a counterattack, it's 4-2. We're out. We have to absolutely 180, 360, 720, I don't know. We need to completely change who we are in the next leg if we have any chance of going through. Because this team is going to get fined 2 weeks' wages. Every single player I can fine 2 weeks, I will be fining 2 weeks. This is the most pathetic performance on a football pitch I might have ever seen. Like, Vardy scored a goal. He's on a 6.8. That's not good. Screw it. I'm bringing in Marcus Edwards. He can't play striker, but he can probably play striker better than Patson Daka. I might be able to play striker better than Patson Daka. He's fast, but he has absolute. Indeed, get off my pitch. Dewsbury Hall. Defensive midfielder support. Actually, no, screw it. Going super attacking. Shadow striker. You can play ball winner support, I guess. I got one sub. I think there's only 3 stoppages, so if I don't make it now, I can't make it ever. So, even though he's an actual snail, Vestergaard's coming in because he's tall. That's the only reason. He's tall. Maybe he can win a few headers. I don't give a damn if they score 3 more goals. We need a goal. I'm not going to push a higher line, though. I can't do it. I absolutely cannot do it with the 2 slowest people on the planet at center back. I cannot go higher line. Long balls. Actually, screw it. More direct. Don't work the ball into the box. Can I braid them again? Please let me braid them again. I want to braid this team until I don't have eardrums. Ricardo. Madison, the only competent player on the pitch for us. Come on, Madison. It's going to have to be completely you. You're the only one that can do anything this match. Iheanacho hits the post or crossbar or right in between. I don't know. We're just not going to do it. We have been... they have literally dominated us. In every facet of the game. What is this team? How do we beat Man City and lose to Swansea and Salzburg? I hate this team right now because they're so inconsistent. Unbelievable. All the buttons. Quickly over the defense. Screw it. I don't care there's snails there. Goal means nothing. Goal for them means nothing. A goal for us means a lot. A goal for them means absolute nothing. We're not going to bring back 2-by-2 goals in the second leg. But most likely than not, because they are just the best team the world has ever seen, apparently. How are we going to beat them by 2 goals? And it's 3. I want to just cut my entire defense. That's what I want to do. I want to cut every single player that has played in defense this game. Because they've all been pathetic. Look at this. There's already 2 players to mark this guy in the box. Vestergaard's in a perfect position. And then he just, curls his run inside. He could have kept running and then stopped it. But he's like, nah, mate. I'm just going to go over here. Screw it. 2 weeks' wages. Every player. I don't care if they played well. I want to find them 2 weeks' wages. Pathetic. Inexcusable. Unexplainable. I expect to see you in training tomorrow. You do not deserve a rest after that performance. Defenders, your defensive performance was woeful, and I'm really not happy about it. Midfielders, I'm really quite angry about how bad you've been in midfield. Attackers, the whole lot of you, I am furious with your finishing. That was awful. We are training hard. Don't expect a rest after that. Many people will wonder why you decided not to use Harvey Barnes despite losing today. Can you enlighten us further? Because he's a winger. We don't use wingers, and bringing on a winger would have done absolutely nothing. You're an idiot. Thought we were better off without making a change there and then. Fans fairly clearly felt you have taken off Luke Thomas off today. What did you leave out there while he was underperforming? How many subs do I get? That's right, 5. How many players were awful? More than 5. What? None of their business. Kelechi Iheanacho is outperforming his XG right now. Do you have an opinion about that? These answers don't make any sense. I've seen this before. These answers don't make any sense. He's a quality finisher. Whether the stats back that up or not, I'm confident he'll carry on showing that. It's acting like he's underperforming his XG. Those are what these responses sound like. I'm going to say that, but no questions about how pathetic we were defensively? That's interesting. Soyuncu, 2 to 4 weeks. Perfect. He's going to be out for the next leg. And Didi, you can rest when you're dead. Salzburg, that's going to be big. We have a 3-goal deficit. That's not changing. I don't know what to do in terms of actual formation because apparently this is the worst defensive formation the world has ever seen. Even though in the 2 games we played it against Lazio and Man City, we conceded a total of 1 goal. But the worst performance as manager of Leicester was that performance right there. The worst one. It made no sense. Beat Man City, get absolutely destroyed by Salzburg. I don't understand this team. I'm never going to understand this team. It's just unexplainable. Enough being angry, though. That's going to be the end of this episode. If you made it this far, what I'm to, like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.